Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is Sunday morning in the Philippines, Saturday night. US side, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I've seen we have some questions already posted. We'll get started with it. Let's wait on everybody to hop on. Good morning. How's everybody? How's your weekend doing? Hello, hello. This is our Sunday live for answering questions, travel inquiries, what do you call this? Immigration. So come on in, come on in. How's your weekend? Hey David, hey Cecilia, good morning. Yatra Sasi, good morning from Singapore. Hello, hello. So we already have a question here. We will answer that here shortly. Hey Dave. Yantra Sasi, good morning from Singapore. Hello, hello, good morning. Hey Lamont, good morning. Good morning, Domingo Ojeda. Good morning. Thank you for all the information you give us. You're very welcome. Northern Lakes Tree Services. You're very welcome. So going back to Maria's, let's get started with the questions. The question we already got one. So Maria Elida, hi Addie, my daughter has LDR. USA wants to get married here in the Philippines, but the Philippine consulate in Washington still closed to enter Philippines. What kind of visa? What kind of visa applying for if possible reopening of travelers? So if right now the Philippine borders is closed for foreign tourists, which the LDR of your daughter belong to that category. So if ever the Philippine border will open up soon, we don't when the Philippine border will open soon, we won't really know what would be their travel guideline by that time. Is as it's either they are going to just reinstate the visa upon arrival, or they will require all foreign tourists entering the country to have a visa. So for now, we await for that announcement. For now, we await if so. For now, we await when the Philippine border is going to open. Then they will for sure release a guideline on what to do with it for foreign tourists entering the country. Did Germany or Turkey allowed online marriage? I it's like I think you have to use I think you have to use a service that caters online wedding worldwide. So to those in the US, there's an advantage to them because they can just call the Utah courthouse directly. But with those who are not from the US, I think you have to use a particular service for it that would cater online marriage worldwide. Wow, same. A lot of things going on. Maybe not much longer. Yep, there was a lot of uh update lately. Well, not really big updates. It's just the green, yellow, and red list, which they already came up with red list. I will show you guys the red list country here shortly. So then those countries that doesn't belong to the green list and red list will be on the yellow list, which is the US belongs to the yellow list. This will be on the yellow list, which is the US belongs. Good morning. Hey Mike, good morning. I was trying to change to an eagle so I can fly to the Philippines, but it didn't work. I know, Domingo. Is the travel cap still 1,500 for the whole country? Travel cap for NAIA is 2,000 passengers per day. In Clark, it's 1,500, and in Cebu, it's 300 per day. I have a Philippine visa. I have a child in the Philippines. I will not be getting the COVID-19 shot. Will this be stopping me from entering the Philippines this November? The Philippines is not requiring any. The Philippines is not to that level yet that they require travelers entering the Philippines to be fully vaccinated. They're not on that stage yet. So fully vaccinated and unvaccinated, you can still enter the Philippines. Just have to go through what's the arrival and quarantine protocol for a particular category, or if you are coming from green, yellow, and red countries. So it shouldn't matter if you are fully vaccinated or not, because like I said, they have not they don't have mandates yet with regards to that. Coffee, everyone. So if you have questions with regards to travel updates, immigration updates, and stuff, you can type it in our chat box and we'll answer them one by one. So, how are you guys this weekend going? So, this is part one of our live every Sunday. This is answering questions. Then, in the evening, we will have the LDR discussion. We are inviting you guys on that as well. It's fun. We always have fun. We chit chat with other LDR couples, sharing tips, sharing what they are doing during this pandemic, how they are able to sustain their relationship during this pandemic. So it's all fun. We would like to invite you guys. I'm coming from the US. Yes, northern US is on the yellow list. So your arrival and quarantine protocol will be 14 days. 10 days will be spent in a hotel that is accredited for quarantine. Then the remaining 4 days will be on your final destination. So that's the quarantine protocol on yellow list. Good morning. I see that Guam is now red list. I have booked a 2-hour transit through Guam from US. Would you know if entry will be a problem? If you are just merely transiting in one of the red list country, you should still be able to enter the Philippines with no problem. So transit in red list country, just merely transit. You don't have to go out of the airport. You don't have to go through an immigration process again. You should be able to just transit and proceed to the Philippines at Renz Douglas. Yeah, you should be able to transit just fine at Renz. Is the red, green, yellow list referring to how many days of quarantine? Actually, yes. For green list, they only have 7 days quarantine. For yellow list, they have 14 days quarantine. For red list countries, this is totally banned or not allowed to enter the Philippines for travelers coming from the red list countries unless you are part of special flights, bayanihan flights, government repatriation flights. In short, uh, only Filipino citizens can enter. And
Privileges have been suspended.
yeah, balikbayan privileges on those countries are suspended under the red list. So they will go through 14 days quarantine as well. Thank you. You're welcome, Renz. I'm checking if I have other questions in my uh phone. Thank you to the 14 watchers that are here right now. Maraming salamat. If you guys still have more questions when it comes to travel updates, so just for a recap, the recap for the Philippine government has already released, or the IATF has already approved for the red list countries. There are 9 countries on that list. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's pull up the red list countries. Oh, where is it? Hang on, guys. I'm looking for it. Hello po, Ma'am Adi. Hello, Christian. Dito na po ako sa States. Thank you sa mga info nyo. Ay, thank goodness. Thank you, thank you. Maraming salamat naman at nakarating ka sa US ng safe. Thank God for the safe travels back in the US. So this is the, what do you call this? Ay, mali. That's the red list countries that were approved by President Rodrigo Duterte the other day. So these are Azerbaijan, Guadeloupe. Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce this. Guam. Actually, I was surprised. Guam is there. I know Guam is one of USA territories, but what was the other one? But it's a separate country. So Israel is there, Kosovo, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Saint Lucia, and Switzerland. So these are the 9 countries that is currently on the red list to the Philippines. So if you are coming from the red countries that we just posted, only those who will be on a special flights, bayanihan flights, uh, non-repatriation government program, repatriation government program. If you are not one of those that could avail that to go home to the Philippines, then you won't be able to enter. So it's on the list for until September the 18th, I believe. So sobrang thankful po kasi kahit masama po yung pakiramdam nyo, nasagot nyo pa rin ang mga question ko. The best po talaga kayo. You're very welcome, Christian. Some tourist areas might open on some islands. What I've heard, because they have this so-called bubble tourism in Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia is actually doing this, the bubble tourism. Uh, so you know how the Philippines work. The Philippines likes to mimic what other or neighboring Asian countries is doing. So I won't be surprised if they come up with this proposal again for bubble tourism, because that's what everybody's doing. Like I said, Malaysia is doing it, Thailand is doing it, Indonesia is going to be doing it. So of course the Philippines don't want to be the last to do it. So I could see it happening, doing the bubble tourism. Bubble tourism, it's kind of like the same concept with sandbox, like what Thailand did. This pandemic actually helped me save. They're building our house in Iligan City as I write 1050 and 10 there. It took advantage of the time I'm waiting to save.
What she's saying is basically because of the pandemic and her boyfriend not being able to come over,
Mm-hmm.
they've been able to save up enough money that they've
Oh,
been able to build their house.
that's really good, Domingo. That's at least by the time you're able to fly to the Philippines, you already have a house to go to when you get here. That's really cool. I was like, there are advantages of this pandemic. There is also advantages in this pandemic. Some has really gotten more work done during this pandemic, and
Some have actually gotten closer to the
yeah,
pandemic.
some has really gotten more closer during this pandemic. So it's not really all sad and bad news when it comes to this pandemic. It actually has some advantages too that happens to every human being. Do you have the yellow list of countries? Unfortunately, they don't have a specific country of the yellow list. What they only said is those countries that were not listed on the green list and not listed on the red list will be on the yellow list. So, hopefully, pagbalik po namin September 28, kasama na sa green list ang US. Bahala na po si God. Yes, hopefully. Ang bilis mo naman dyan, Christian. Ihahatid mo lang si Mami, no? Yeah, you were just accompanying your mom to go back to the US. Tapos, balik ka na ulit sa Pinas. Sana all. Might lose out on so much revenue if delayed too long and so much money is needed urgently. That's from Howard. It's like, to be honest, the president has already stated that the Philippines don't have money anymore, and he's getting ready to sign the budget for 2022, probably before he steps out of office, and that would be another debt of the Philippines from the World Bank. So during this pandemic, the debt of the Philippines has probably tripled because of the pandemic. They have to have pandemic funds and everything, but corruption was also rampant. Well, even without the pandemic, corruption is still rampant in the Philippines. So it's just sad because other politicians are making more money out of it during the pandemic, and the Filipino people is suffering. Morning, Eaton Squad from Canada. Hey, Juke, Jay Kyofi. Kyofi. I like that, Kyofi. Hello, good morning to you. Good evening. Good evening from Canada. Hello, hello. Do you think the quarantine will be less when the Philippines opens? They have to, because foreign tourists are still because it's useless if they open the border, if they still what do you call this, if the
If they
blah,
open the borders and they don't release
else,
some of the quarantine
yeah,
restrictions, then it doesn't make any sense for foreign tourists to actually come to the Philippines.
because there are some only has 2 weeks vacation from their work and stuff, and if they have to go through a 10 days quarantine, then they just went to the Philippines for quarantine and fly back again to the US, so it won't make sense. So I was like, they really have to look into that. They really have to balance that, especially if you are fully vaccinated. Like Cebu, with Cebu, they Cebu has changed their quarantine protocols to overseas Filipinos or OFWs and ROFs, returning overseas Filipinos. They got it down to 5 days now. If for those fully vaccinated, if you are fully vaccinated and a resident of Cebu, you only have to go through 5 days quarantine there. It's much nicer to see you by yourself and definitely understand you better sometimes. There's so many people you can't understand. The two older guys are pretty smart. The other ones I could do without. That was during LDR, Michael. This is actually answering questions. So now that I got married, I was I was looking. I think 13A visa is the best choice for retiring with my wife in the Philippines. Is that what you think? That is actually your option, Michael. 13A has its own benefits. SRRV has its own benefits. You just have to weigh it in, but both would put you on retirement to the Philippines. With my husband, he is going for the 13A. We will be headed to Davao finally. We are headed to Davao on Tuesday. I got all his paperwork done. It's like I have a video on that as well on the preparation for his 13A. I already confirmed with Davao that they accept walk-in. Why Davao? Jensen has its field office, but they only do renewal of visas, appearance, and stuff. They don't really process the 13A. So we have to go to the next town to process 13A, which is Davao City. So we are headed there on Tuesday finally because we got his NBA clearance finally after waiting for almost 5 months with the screw up,
On Tuesday.
and he's so excited because he's gonna have Burger King on Tuesday. My goodness, he's more excited on the Burger King than his visa. But like I said, I have already got everything prepared for his visa, 13A visa application for Davao. So Michael, that would really depend on you, which route you want to go through. With SRRV, you have to have a specific amount in the bank. I'm not sure if you can call that show money, but it's kind of the same context with SRRV. If you're applying for SRR, because SRRV, you don't need to be married to a Filipino national to avail that. With 13A, you have to be married to a Filipino national to avail that. But like I said, with SRRB, RV visa, you have to have a specific amount in the bank and able to proceed with the application. With 13A, that's not needed at all. So, oh, Michael, thank you so much for your generosity again. Maraming salamat. Thank you for sending that super chat. 1999. Thank you so much. What's the point of the quarantine if they will open to tourists? Yeah, I'm not going to enjoy my holidays if I'm just exactly, Kenzo. It's like it won't make sense if they will still go on with the quarantine and open up the Philippine border. It's like you are going, if they open up the Philippine border, they are already opening for everybody for leisure travel. Nobody wants to be on quarantine on a leisure travel. I'm sure of that. Shoutout po ma'am. Tanong ko lang po ma'am, wala na ba quarantine sa Pinas? Full dose ng vaccine. Thanks po. Moreno, unfortunately, regardless of your vaccination status, meron pa rin siyang quarantine. Fully vaccinated traveler to the Philippines is not exempted for quarantine. This will vary where you came from. If you are coming from the green list, then you will have to go through 7 days quarantine. If you are coming from the yellow list, then you have to go through a 10-day quarantine. Hello, Sis Ars. Good evening to you. Hi, host and everyone here. Maraming salamat. Michael, thank you so much for that. From the Mom, Saudi Arabia. Hello, Bert. Hello, everyone from the Mom. It's sad to see people not being able to have enough to eat. One of my main reasons living there is to be able to help those in need living around me in my retirement there. That's really good of you, Domingo. It's like there are a lot of families and kids over here that are not able to eat a full meal within the day, and it's sad. I could definitely understand what you're talking about, Domingo, because we've seen it firsthand over here, and we help out as much as we can to those who are really in need, especially to those who are so affected by this pandemic. uh, Tricycle drivers over here, pedicab drivers are the most affected ones, because pedicab and tricycle, that's the main transportation here in our area, and they rely so much on students. They earn more if there's students, and but because of the pandemic, no face-to-face classes at the moment in the Philippines, so they lose that huge percentage of their market for their daily earnings, so they are really so affected. What's better, sis? Book a ticket now or just book on November or December? Do you think the tickets will become expensive that time? Tickets around October, November, December, the tickets are high because that's the peak season. But if you are just applying for the 9A visa, I would wait until the 9A visa is already approved before I will book a ticket, just to be on the safe side, because sometimes the process takes longer, so sometimes the process is quicker, so that would vary from different that would vary from one consulate to another Philippine consulate. So if you look at booking a ticket and you already have your visa on hand, go for it. But if you guys are just applying for the 9A visa, I would wait until the visa is approved before you book the ticket. So shout out to everyone who are here. 18, maraming salamat. So today, the United States commemorate the 20th year anniversary of 9/11. So it's been 20 years since that terroristic activity that happened in the states. It's very sad, but we move on. States has never been stronger since then, and hopefully it stays like that. I don't really understand the president. He said the Filipino people need to do what they can to stay alive, almost like forcing someone into a corner, not giving them very many options. I send extra money. It's like we see that firsthand here, Michael, because of the constant lockdowns, changes on quarantine classifications and stuff. People here are affected by it. For example, us, we run a retail store. They do liquor ban. They do what do you call this? I curfew. They impose curfew hours, so your store time is limited. If you are on liquor ban, your stocks are limited. So liquor,
Sunday lockdown.
yeah, Sunday lock. Just like right now, we are. It's Sunday in the Philippines. Sunday lockdown. We're not allowed to go out anywhere. So you know, decisions like that affects everybody's day-to-day activity. Affects everybody's income and stuff. So yeah, I can totally agree with you on that, because I think the Philippine government is so overwhelmed, and sometimes they don't know what they have to do anymore. The health system over here is overwhelmed. uh People in the position are fighting against each other instead of working as a team. So this party would, uh what do you call this, one party would criticize the other party, and they just go back and forth. It's sad, because those who are in power, those who are in position that makes the decision for the betterment of the Philippines during the pandemic, are the ones who are fighting back and forth. So that's really sad, instead of working as a team to go around this pandemic, and they and pull out or make a decision that would benefit for everybody. But that's not what's the case right now. So sometimes I don't even watch the news anymore, because all they really talk about is uh criticizing this person, criticizing that person. They criticize each other. This person is lack of doing this. This person is lacking, and they find ways to, it's like, I don't think it's the right time really to discuss those things during the pandemic. They should put the Filipino people first, and because everybody's suffering, it's like not all are still milk and honey at their houses during the pandemic. Some are struggling to get by within a day, you know? I just joined in this video. Hi, Mike McGregor. I just joined in this video. I am an American and want to know what all I need to go there. I know the 9A visa, but what else? Also, I can extend my time there once I'm there. Yes, if you're a 9A visa holder, you can totally extend your visa to 3, 4, 6 months. All you gotta do is go to the Bureau of Immigration. Aside from the 9A visa, I actually have a checklist for that. Let me see if I can pull it up. For 9A visa holders, I actually have a checklist for that, going to the Philippines. Let's see if I can pull it up, Mike, so I can show it to you. So this is the checklist for 9A visa holders at Mike McGregor. I am flashing it on the screen right now. So aside from the valid 9A visa, you need your foreign passport, of course, itinerary, round trip ticket, marriage certificate, that will be checked. ECIF QR code, that's for your swab testing. One Health Pass, the new app that they just launched that you need to register. Trace app, 7 or 10 days hotel booking, confirm booking. 7 days if you are coming from a green list, and 10 days for a yellow list. And you mentioned coming from the US, so that's 10 days. Negative RT-PCR test. This is if the airline requires it. The Philippines does not require a negative RT-PCR test before you can enter. It's the airlines that requires it. So make sure to coordinate with your airline if they require a negative RT-PCR test within 72 hours, 48 or 72 hours. Then the vaccination card. Those who are coming from the yellow list, regardless of your vaccination status, you will not be exempted from quarantine, but it wouldn't hurt if you have your vaccination card with you at all times, because this would be like your additional identification card now. So it wouldn't hurt if you have this handy. So that's the checklist for 9A. Lamont, I don't mind quarantine if retired, but makes no sense for fully vaccinated people on vacation. Yes, it's really true because top vacation for an American is 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So if you only have 2 weeks, 2 days of that is flight time already. 2 or 3 days of
Actually, 3 days of
yeah,
that's flight time
three
because you
days
have to
of
get
that.
there and get back.
It's like 3 days of that you lose already because of flight time. That's round trip flights. Then you only have 11 days. Then you have to go through 10 days. You only have 1 day. What? You come here, you say hi to your loved one, kiss them, and then hop on the plane again, go back to the States. Like I said, it won't make sense if or when they open the Philippine border, they should at least shorten it or no quarantine at all for fully vaccinated. Sis, pwede ba mag-book 11 days Dallas to Manila? 2 months kasi plan niya magstay dito. Pagkatapos quarantine niya, is book kami ticket pa Manila to Davao 1 month and 3 weeks. 11 days? Pwede naman 11 days. It depends on you. But you have, it's like what they advise is after your quarantine, when you are released for quarantine, proceed to your final destination because you only have a little window. You only have 72 hours window for that RT-PCR test to expire. Wow, that's a big list. Yep, that's what you need to prepare, Mike, when you travel to the Philippines on a 9A visa. Is it allowed to have tourists in the Philippines? At the moment, no, not yet. At the moment. Not yet at the moment. Tourism, international tourism is still suspended in the Philippines until further notice. Still no word on business visa, no reply as of yet. One of our subscribers, Howard, her fiance is from Japan, and he actually applied for the business visa, and the gist I get is they got approved. They got the DFA, and he was able to secure the 9A visa. But this is in Japan, so I'm not sure if there's really a different process between Japan and the US. So, but he actually got approved for his business visa. Yes, like I told you, Julina, like the messages that I sent you on Facebook, just estimate. I-estimate lang, sis, na after 10 days, uh, i-estimate niya lang na 10 days is his quarantine. For example, if he arrives in the Philippines on the 1st, then he should book his ticket to his final destination on the 11th. Para ano, so estimate lang. Thank you for sharing that list. I took a picture of it and save it. Thank you. You're welcome, Mike Gregor. So far that's the list. There's no additions to it and stuff. So hopefully they won't add anymore because it's a very long list already. Like it's like that's one thing about the Philippines. They love documents. When I was preparing for my husband's 13A visa, uh he had a bunch of documents that we need to gather up or compile, and you have to have 3 folders of it, one for all original document and 2 other folders for photocopies of that document. So we have 3 folders that we need to submit to the Bureau of Immigration. So that's how they roll over here when when they need something done. You're welcome, sis. So if you guys want to download the 9A visa checklist, it's actually in our community. Just go to our channel, go to our community. I posted it there. You can download it and print it out. Arrival and quarantine protocols will base which country are you coming from. If you are coming from the green country, the red country, and the yellow list country. So I actually have a video on that also, and we will also put up a video on who can enter coming from green, yellow, and red countries. Like I said, if you guys are free tonight, that's morning time in the US, Sunday morning in the US, Sunday around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. We do LDR discussion. We have fun. We have some interesting topic tonight to discuss. This would be another fun night again for the LDR discussion family at the Eaton Squad. So we would like to invite you guys if you can join. Uh, I have no idea how to get most of that list done. This will be difficult for me. Mike, I can help you with it if you need a step by step guide on how to secure those on the list. Message me on our Facebook page. Same handle, the Eaton Squad. I'll help you out to get started with your requirements on how to register, where to register, and stuff. So you can message our page, the Eaton Squad, and I'll help you out so you can get started with it. So you can start securing the list for 9A in preparation for your flights. I would appreciate that. Thanks again. You're welcome. Just look for the Eaton Squad Facebook page, and that's our page. So just message me there, and I will reply as soon as I can on what you need to get started with from that list. I can also send the copy of the list over there so you can print it out and you can check one by one when you are done with it. Can a US citizen enter Japan now? Planning to book through Japan Airlines from Los Angeles to Manila, but only transiting in Japan. Yes, it's like you can actually transit in Japan. So Japan Airlines is a good airline actually. It's been recommended by everybody. So Japan is actually allowing transit passengers to the Philippines. Make sure to call. I think Japan Airlines is requiring negative RT-PCR test or antigen test. Please double check with that. Please confirm it with them. But yes, Japan is allowing transit passengers going to the Philippines and vice versa. So, like I said, if you guys have urgency on a particular travel update and stuff, because sometimes when you comment in one of our videos and it gets buried and sometimes I can't get to it right away, please do message me on Facebook page and in Instagram. Same handle, the Eaton Squad, and I will reply as soon as I can. I get a lot of message on that platform and I try to message each and every one as fast as I can, as soon as I can. So please bear with me if I can't get to it right away. I might be busy or doing something else, but as soon as I get to it, I will definitely reply. Mm-mm. So So yeah, that's the latest update in the Philippines. Not much has really changed. I think they are doing the granular lockdown pilot. So that thing confuses me. So I have to read it more and analyze it more on what they are really trying to explain on that, on the granular lockdown. So lockdown again. I think the spokesperson, thank you, Mike. I think the presidential spokesperson has had it that it had lockdown should stop because it's affecting. It's not just the Filipino people who's going to be affected. If the Philippine government would do lockdowns again, they will be affected as well because they have to provide for assistance, especially to those families who are affected by the lockdown. So they have to come up with a fund on how to support those family who will be affected by the lockdown that they always impose. It's like lockdown might help lower the case, but I don't think it's really effective. Other countries are doing it too. I know Australia would do, even if they only have one case, they will declare lockdown right away. So I guess it's not just the Philippines doing it. Hi Adi, bakit ngayon ganon hanggang ngayon DFA wala pa din reply sa request namin? Si Steya, may ano ka ba? Kasi yung ginawa ng isang Pinay, tinadtad niya ng message si Secretary Teddy Locsin. Kasi si Secretary Teddy Locsin kasi yung head ng DFA dito. So tinadtad niya ng tinadtad ng message hanggang sa nag-reply. So I would do the same kung ano yung kung yung sa Twitter niya yun sa Twitter, minessage niya yung Facebook, minessage niya yung platform nila sa Twitter. So, ganun yung ginawa niya, sis. I heard on the 9A visa, they want to know how much money I have in the bank. Why? They don't really want to know how much. Well, you can look at it like that because they would ask for the latest bank statement. That's part of the requirements of the 9A visa if you are applying for it. So it's kind of like they are being nosy on your finances, but not really. So they're just the latest bank statement or credit card statement is part of the requirements for a 9A visa. Thank you. Have you heard of any cancellations through Japan Airlines? Very seldom cancellations actually for Japan Airlines. Very seldom. So, oh my god, I'm still sleepy. So si Steya, ano, gawin mo 'yon, yung i-message mo kung may nata-track yan, di ba? Nata-track yan online, yung DFA application. Alam ko nata-track yan online. I would follow up every day. I would follow up every day na, hey, what's up with this paperwork? Why it's taking so long? Ganun. Kulitin mo ng kulitin. Yan ang ayaw ng mga staff ng gobyerno. Kapag kinukulit mo, ayaw na nila yan. Good day. Hey, Willie White. Good morning. Somebody's calling. Who's calling? Hang on, guys. I have to answer this. Sorry about that, guys. I have to take that call. So, because there were news that we are going to have hard lockdown this Sunday. I don't know why they put such a thing. So, but it was fake news. It was fake news. Hey, love Ara. Good morning. So, like I said, guys, me and the husband is going to Davao on Tuesday to process his 13A visa at the Bureau of Immigration, Davao City. So, hopefully, everything goes smooth. Our paperwork is enough. We got all the requirements and everything, and hopefully, uh it would get approved. Would Malaysia be a good option for a third country to meet up in? It's like if Malaysia is open, then yes. But the problem of most Filipinas going out of the country is very rampant, They get offloaded, especially to those who have no travel history, first time going out of the Philippines. They are the most who gets offloaded. So I don't know what's the basis of the Philippine government, why they offload. To me, if you can afford to go somewhere, to meet up somewhere, you you did all the requirements and stuff. I was like, there's no reason for you to be denied not to leave the Philippines. But that's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing, that a bunch of Filipinos gets offloaded because of that. So sometimes you have to be careful because you have invested the time and money already. Solo parents have increased from over 300 to now over 800 because of many hungry. Yup, that's true. So to those who planning on meeting up somewhere that are open for international tourism, my advice is make sure that she could get out of the country with no problem, because that's what most of Filipinas problem lately, trying to go to Costa Rica, trying to go to Brazil, trying to go to Maldives, and they get denied from leaving the Philippines, which I don't understand why. What's their basis why they can't leave the Philippines if they have complied all the requirements to be able to leave the Philippines for another country. So it's like, I know there's no such rule that only essential travels, especially international travels, is allowed. So there was really no announcement for that it has to be essential when you go out of the country, because there are a lot of tourist visa holders, just like Christian earlier is a tourist visa holder to the US, so she's already in the States now. But the advantage of her is she's been back and forth in the US for several times, so she's got that what do you call this,
Travel
many,
history.
yeah, it's got the travel history. The ones who's got problems with are those with no travel history at all, first timers to go out of the Philippines. And the Philippine government mandates those first time travelers going out of the Philippines to undergo this seminar or class, the CFO. This is Commission on Filipino Overseas. You have to take that class or seminar, because you will be given a sticker attached to your passport and will be checked at the check-in counter. If you don't have it, you won't be proceeding on your uh departure. So, the can you get me mute? So yeah, it's like I think it's really getting worse over here. I'm not discouraging everybody to fly to the Philippines. It's just the reality right now, and people are hard headed instead of helping out the. I can't blame them. I can't blame them because so that's hard if you are on lockdown and no government assistance whatsoever. And that the only way that you can earn money is to go out and work. And if you are on lockdown, that's not really possible. So it's hard. It's you're in a that's a hard situation actually. So money talks is adding everything in our government, even though they said red tape is not allowed, but still existing, right? Of course. Like they said, money talks, bullshit walks. You have to do that with whatever you process here. Because I do the same. It's like I don't want to because they would offer you. It's like I can get this done. I can get this done right away, so you don't have to stand in line and all that for a good amount. So it exists over here because I myself avail that service. Because sometimes I get so busy and don't really have the time to wait. So if somebody offers me that, hey, I can process this for you for this amount and stuff, I'll go for it. Not for a ridiculous amount. You have to watch out for that too. If you want to use that service, they call it under the table over here. If you want to use the under the table service, you have to watch out how much amount they also ask from you. If it's ridiculously high, then no. But if it's something that's really uh if it's something that's really the right price for that process, I'll go for it. It's been raining here in the Philippines because we have typhoons. We actually have two typhoons in the Philippine area. So typhoon and pandemic doesn't really go well. Just like sometimes it doesn't make sense to me how it works because we go to a particular mall over here for our grocery, and one time it just really hits me because we were at the grocery shop at the ground floor, and they go around with this big microphone, one of their staff going around saying to our valued customers, we would like to remind you to distance yourself, to practice social distancing and stuff, which is actually good because they remind everybody to do social distancing. The problem is they let everybody in on that mall. And social distancing is impossible. Thank you, babe. I had my husband bring me another cup of coffee. Well, a different cup of coffee, hot coffee.
Hmm. You like cold coffee though.
Yeah, but it's like that's what I think that's what hits me when they were going around announcing it, playing it over and over and over again. And it's like, come on, dude, you remind us to practice social distancing, but you let everybody in the grocery shop and get crowded, get so congested and you expect us to do social distancing. How can we do that if we are jammed in one area because you let everybody in? So if you really want to practice social distancing, you let everybody one at a time, not everybody at one time. So that poor staff just turn around and go somewhere and start playing that record again. I was like, I don't mind. Just like we follow safety protocols. We distance ourselves when we do grocery as much as we can. But what doesn't make sense to me on that mall is they would remind you to practice social distancing, but they let everybody in. How can they practice social distancing on that? You know, it won't. It doesn't make sense. Coffee. This is too hot.
Oh no.
Yeah, I said I want hot coffee. Now it's too hot, right? We have big storm coming to Texas on Monday to Thursday. Oh wow, another hurricane, huh? It's really it's really is hurricane season there. So you just have to live with it, no matter how many cases ups and down. This will go on for years. So open and let everyone. Exactly. It's like I think that it has. I think it has not hit them yet. That this virus is going to be in for a long haul. So they are trying to stop it. It won't gonna stop. I wish the Philippine government would plan on working around the virus or living with the virus, on what safety protocols they need to impose with the virus in our daily lives. So because if their mindset is to stop the virus, we're never gonna open because it's not gonna stop. They can't even control it. So I think that's what they are doing. But if one day they wake up and realize that this virus is going to be with us for a long time, that probably will change everything with the protocols, guidelines, and all that. But the problem with it is they are making so much money out of it too. So it's more on the money again. No, tropical storm. Oh, okay. Where is the IKEA subboarding? When is the IKEA subboarding? I don't know. The traveling hobo is not here yet. He's the owner of that sub. Oh my god, the submarine has brought up. Howard brought it up. Howard, are you ready for our LDR topic tonight? Have you come up with your 10 commandments on LDR? That's, I think everybody is requesting for it. The 10 commandments of LDR. Well, I need to do that, sis Eddie. Hope magising ko sila at mapansin nila yung request. Yes, sis, tadtarin mo ng message. Kulitin mo. Kulit-kulitin mo. Ganyan ang ganyan sa Philippine government. Pag hindi mo yan kinulit, hindi yan aasikasuhin. Kulitin mo ng kulitin para asikasuhin nila. Good morning, Addie and family from Quezon City. Hello, Ruby Santos. Where's the 40K sponsored to? I don't know. You tell me, Kenzo. Where is he?
Did you guys meet up yesterday?
Did you guys meet up yesterday? Oh, yeah. Because you guys had planned meeting up lunchtime, right? Did he show up or no? Or back out last minute? Already. Already. Howard said, already. All ready to board the submarine. Traveling hobo, are you around? Let's see if he's around. No, he's not around. He's not around. I don't know where's your driver. Yeah, the 40,000 sponsor is hiding. Did you guys see each other yesterday, Kenzo? I know you the last time we chatted or we had live, you guys are meeting. Do you have to get shots to get on your island? Actually, no. It's like there's no such mandate yet that you have to be fully vaccinated to travel here in the Philippines. None of that yet. So, hey Kenzo, this is the shirt. Look at that shirt. This one. Ay, mali. That one. So this is that one. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, I think what Howard was saying already for the Ten Commandments. Dang, I have not. Hoy, did you list ours?
No.
My husband has not worked on that yet. Are we included? Or just the host, right? No, he did. No, he did show up. Nice shirt. Oh, so you guys had lunch? No, he did show up. He showed up. That's really good. It's nice to see somebody from your country. Yes, all 10. Ola? All? Ola? Lada, you have to make our 10 commandments. You have to make our 10 commandments now. I'm going to use one of Vincent's commandments. Or probably he's going to use one of Vincent's commandments. Thou shalt not tampo at any time. That's Vincent's commandments. Hi, my deso. Hi, my deso. Oh, sorry, he didn't show up. Didn't meet him. Oh, okay. Ni. Oh. Mike said I have 10. Oh my God, we don't have our 10. You have to make that, babe.
Why do I have to make it? You're his co-host. You've got to come up with 5 of them.
Hello? I will be the host. So between everybody's 10 commandments, let's work on that, okay? Whatever we come up with the 10 commandments from everybody, that would be our 10 commandments. No fair. I think my asawa is very much ready for the 10 commandments. Hooray, Howard. Who suggested that? I think it's Kenzo who suggested the 10 commandments. Kenzo actually brought it up during the live that we should make 10 commandments for LDR. And here we are. We're going to talk about it tonight on the 10 commandments of LDR. Then I'm going to make a video out of it somewhere. Different that somebody wants to go up.
I hear you.
Sorry, no beating your mate. According to Mike. Yet. Is today topic 10 commandments? Yep. It's actually a request, Kenzo, that we have to do the 10 commandments tonight. Those were suggested the suggested topic from last Sunday. We'll push that on next Sunday. They want to do the 10 commandments tonight. Hi mom, can't wait mag-open ang tourist. God bless po. Yes, I know, Dobbs. I completely understand that. Dobbs, if you are in an LDR relationship or in a relationship, join us tonight for LDR. I actually made I made a what do you call this? Because Mike wants me to do it for flyers. Mike, have you distributed my flyers yet? But I made it to uh because Mike wants to do flyers out of it. He's gonna distribute it in his area, and I think it's cool. Now everything is loading. That one. That's what I did. Join us. So he said he's gonna print that out, and thanks always. You're welcome, Wayne. Printed some out and put out today. Dang, you're quick. You're very quick, huh? Did not even get the chance to gang on you yet on that. I was going to use the Bible, but a little harsh and more for married couples. Uh-oh. Howard made his assignment. Howard did his part on that. Yes, it's good. That topic, Ten Commandments, is that very important to LDR. Yep. Kenzo, we can thank Kenzo for that because Kenzo actually suggested that last Sunday that we should come up with the Ten Commandments of LDR. Good morning po, watching here from Bulacan. Thank you po for answering me last time sa private message ko sa Facebook. You're welcome, Marilyn. No procrastination here. Oh my God! Of course, you're an American. I'm a Filipino, you know. He's been requesting that for a while. Give me the dang thing so I can print it out and distribute it.
My wife lives to procrastinate.
So, like, I think Mike has waited for weeks. And he doesn't get tired reminding me every day, where's the flyers? Like, oh my God. Hi, good morning. God bless you always and be safe to your family, Eaton Squad. Maraming salamat, Lizelle. Thank you so much. So it looks like everybody is ready for that Ten Commandments tonight. Hmm. I have to make ano. I have to make like that would be fun tonight. I look forward to it. Sometimes quick like a bunny, other times taking my time. That's according to Mikey.
TMI, Mike. TMI.
Forrest said, TMI, TMI. So you guys are ready for our LDR tonight, huh? We'll wrap this up here shortly because I don't see any more questions. So, but also I will be. I know I have been saying this, but if as you can see, I have been posting other videos, not travel related. It's more on also LDR stuff. I think it would help. Uh, I have I have thought of other topics on what's best. What do you call this? What's best money? What's best to use when you send money to the Philippines? I have those. what's a good investments to start in the Philippines. I have those as well. So I am slowly expanding my video. That way, if there's no travel update, we can cover other topic that would still help those who plans to go to the Philippines. So, and of course, when we go to Davao, I will take you guys with us to Davao. I will tour you around Davao on what's in Davao. If you decide to go to Davao one day, we'll showcase some of the favorite eats in Davao, fruits and everything. There's one fruit there's one fruit over there that foreigners are so afraid to try. Even my husband don't like to try it.
Your husband's tried it. He doesn't like it.
So it's gonna be fun. I'll have a different video for our process, but I'll have a different video for Davao trip, a day in Davao. I'm excited because this is actually the first time that we are going outside of Jensen, like out of town trip, since we got back from the States last year. So it's been over a year since we traveled. Though this travel is only like 3 hours one way, still it's been over a year since we had an out of town. I always watching and I wait this evening for the topic. Love this channel. Thank you, Lizelle. Maraming salamat. So, I wish I can do a meetup in Davao, but that would depend on, I know because there's quite a bit of, I will announce that again tonight. There's quite a bit of our subscribers from Davao, but I am not sure how our, what do you call this, extra time will be, because we don't know how long the process will be at the Bureau of Immigration. So it would depend. I have heard so much about Dawa. I would like to see it. Cool. I'm going to video when we go around Dawa after we do our immigration process, David. Since just broke up last week, make sure the 10 commandments included no flirting with girls while in relationship. That's really a good one, Love Ara. We'll have to include that. Yeah, come up with your 10 commandments. It's like what we're going tonight is our each of you would have to come up with 10 commandments. We discuss it. We throw ideas and stuff. Then by the end of the show, we will come up with our 10 commandments for LDR. Because I don't want just to make it. I just don't want to make it on my own. I want everybody's ideas. I want everybody's suggestion. So it's a teamwork for tonight. Teamwork, but we don't have our 10 yet. Mahako, you have to make our 10. Covered Love Ara. Oh, Mike already covered that. I'm going to recharge and get ready later. All right, Kenzo. You have your 10 already, Kenzo? This is your topic, Kenzo. Remember, this is your topic. Kenzo has to go up tonight on the show. Are you going up tonight on the show, Kenzo? Kenzo has been there since day one of LDR. It would be a fun night tonight. I can already see that. I can already see that. It would be a fun night. I'm going to post that on our live chat. It's getting cold. So I thank you guys so much for all those questions, inquiries, when it comes to travel update, like I said, if you guys have questions with regards to travel update and stuff, you can message me on Facebook and Instagram. Same handle, the Eaton Squad, and I will answer as soon as I can. You may have a lot of guests tonight because Mike already. I will make the commandments make up to be ordered if anybody wants to get them. Mike said. Yes, actually, Mike does. Is that wood picture? Yeah, he can transfer a picture to a wood. So if when we come up with the Ten Commandments, he would put that up in a wood. I think that would really be a cool piece. That would be really cool. So I can't wait for that. We come up with the Ten Commandments tonight, and haha, Mike's gonna put it on a wood, and vum vum, there it is. I'm always excited to see my LDR family every Sunday nights. It's actually a, what do you call this? A relaxation for us because we always have fun with our LDR discussion. We always have fun. It's like, oh, Chris, what happened to Chris? Chris got sick last Sunday. He actually messaged me after the show, like, sorry, Addie, I won't be able, I wasn't able to join last time's LDR or your LDR show because he was sick. So hopefully he's better and ready to mingle tonight. So he did message me, Kenzo, right after the show last Sunday that he wasn't feeling good. Mama Adi, ask ko lang po if may update po kayo ng list ng non-OFWs arriving in the Philippines. List ng Christian, yung sa red, yellow, and green. Yun ba yung red, yellow, and green, Christian? Can you recommend any third country where we can get married this year? My fiance is from UK. What I would do, Joy, is I would research Asian countries that is now open for international tourism that you can travel there, and also search for the requirements if you guys want to get married on that particular country, because for sure they will have requirements. But this is a but. If you guys get married outside of the Philippines, if you guys get married abroad, you have to report that. That's mandatory by the Philippine government. You actually get penalized, or not penalized, but you actually have to explain why there's a delay on your report of marriage, because your report of marriage has to be reported within 12 months after you got married. So
What I would actually do if I was them is find out if the UK recognizes online marriages,
mhm.
and if they do, I would go ahead and go with Utah courthouse and get married. I mean, if they've already met and stuff, go with the Utah courthouse, get married, and just file with the San Francisco consulate.
Wala silang place, wala silang mga countries na nilagay Christian for yellow lane. Yun lang, kung wala sa green, wala sa red, yun yung sa yellow lane. Meron akong video niya na lalabas Christian for new arrival quarantine protocols going to the Philippines for yellow and red. Yellow, green, and red. Meron ako niyan. Wrap this up, and I will see you guys tonight on our LDR. I have lots to do actually after this because this guy here don't want to. He needs to come up with our 10 commandments. That's just right. The host will have to have. Oh. Coming back to San Francisco from Manila, what is needed? What type of traveler? Is it for tourists? Is it for citizen? Is it for permanent resident? Thanks, maabangan ko na lang po yung video nyo. Yes, kung hindi yun bukas, Christian, sa Tuesday. I think bukas yun lalabas, Christian. Na-schedule ko na yun eh. Bukas yun lalabas. Hindi ako usually nag-upload ng video during Sunday kasi meron akong dalawang show, yung question and answer at saka yung LDR. So, the next morning, ina-upload ko yun. Wow, he's gonna write na. He is gonna write.
No, I need it for a cheat sheet.
Huh?
I need it for a cheat sheet for my games.
Ay, sus! I thought he's gonna write the 10 commandments. It's for his game. Dual citizen. Dual citizen. This is for for dual citizen, round trip ticket. Confirm itinerary. Meron ako niyan. Alisin lang natin kasi I have one for tourist visa. I will pull it up. Meron ako for tourist visa pero eliminate lang natin yung iba. Wait, meron ako. Saan na 'yun? Alam ko may nilista ako niyan eh. Ay, parang hindi ko siya na-save. Ba yan? For dual citizen, kailangan mo yung you need your passport, of course. If you have the Philippine passport, that's fine. If you don't, you only really need the US passport. Tapos yung departure card, kailangan din yon. Negative RT-PCR test or antigen. It really depends on your airline. Kasi my airline, some airlines would accept just the antigen. Some airline will not accept the antigen and they really want the RT-PCR test. So, coordinate with your airline on that. You have to have the departure card. That will be, you can get that at the airport. Also, Trace app, register with Trace app. The Bureau of Immigration declaration form, health declaration, the attestation, you need that. You can get all that. At the airport. Thank you po. God bless. Philippine Airlines actually do antigen or negative RT-PCR test both. So CDC accepts RT-PCR test and antigen. So since you're flying with Philippine Airlines, With Philippine Airlines, you would have to register to health profile and stuff on their website. So you're welcome, Kuno Ranger. So I hope I was able to answer that question. But if you guys don't have any more questions, we can wrap this up. We'll get ready for our show tonight. Mike, did you want to try if you can connect to our live for tonight on your new computer? Did you want to try that before I'll wrap this up? Respect what you have, look forward to goal, communicate always. Very well said, Lizelle. Maing og adi. Hey James. Good morning. Good noon. How are you? Are you ready for our 10 commandments tonight? Yes, please. Okay, wait. I will. I'm posting the link, Mike, so we can check. We'll have Mike because usually Mike always have a problem connecting, so he wants to make sure that he can connect just fine for for LDR tonight. So we're gonna we're gonna get him on board and see if everything's working. There's the link. There's the link. There's the link. I am pinning the link. There we go. There you go. That was quick. It worked.
Now, are you getting an echo?
What? No, no echo. You're actually
Good.
loud. that was that was good. So you
Luke,
can connect
I
just
am
fine.
your father.
Oh, so everybody's excited for tonight's discussion. I'm already making the banner for it tonight so I can post it. So see you this evening. God bless you always. Yes, see you. 10 Commandments. Oh my God, I'm excited. We don't. I did not realize we haven't come up with the 10 Commandments yet. Forrest, he's laughing. So you can connect just fine on this new computer. Oh my God, he has that listed down already. I gave everybody an assignment and we did not do our part yet. Well, this is already 12 noon. I have 7 hours to do that. Oh my God, there's
She'll
the.
she'll procrastinate till she's only got about 20 minutes left.
Oh, I have 7 hours to do that. So,
Uh, Can you still hear me?
yeah, I can still hear you. Yep.
Okay.
So, that computer is good. It connects just fine. It actually popped because I would see on my screen at the very bottom, I would see who's wanting to join the show. When you click that link, you actually pop out right away at the bottom. So, unlike before, you will pop out, but I will not see your video there. It just
now I'm getting the echo.
you're getting my echo.
Yep.
We have echo. Wait, no, my YouTube is mute. I'm not getting echo on my end. Teacher,
Uh,
you know the teacher, you know the 10 commandments from experience. That's what James said. I'm really a teacher. So
ah,
you're getting an echo from my end. On that new computer, it should have a built-in speaker that probably won't require the headphone anymore.
no, I do because my Bluetooth isn't working.
Oh, okay. So
I think I got rid of the echo.
cool, cool, cool. That's cool. So I gotta come up with a 10 list. I know the 10 commandments though from experience.
Addie, Papa
Yes.
says Papa says, take your time but hurry up.
Take your time and hurry up. That's now taking time if I have to hurry up. Yep. Oh my god, he can connect just fine. Okay, I get kicked out from my own show.
It scared me. A big ugly thing come up.
I was like, when I got kicked out, I was like, oh my god, Mike is the host on the show. He was left alone on that show.
I
Sometimes it does that because of our internet.
yeah.
You know how our internet works in the Philippines.
Sometimes
This is a wood, and is that what you're going to do when we come
no.
up with our? No, it's
No, it's even better than that.
what you gotta engrave it there.
Well, what it is, it's an actual photograph
Yeah.
laid in the
Oh,
wood, and then it's covered with epoxy.
oh, that's cool. So I hope we can come up. For sure, we can come up with 10, probably more
Well,
commandments.
whatever we come up with, I can get on the plaque.
Oh, see, we'll have a plaque of our 10 commandments in LDR. I think that would be cool. Every LDR couple should own one.
I told Will about that. She said, "You and Addie are too creative."
Yep, I'm doing the promotion ahead of time, guys. If you
Yeah,
want that.
I told her to wait until we all get together, and she's really going to have a problem.
Yep. So James is still. What's James' time? He's on Central, right? Yeah, he's on Central. He's
Where is
still
he?
up. He's right there writing. He
If he's
said
in
that
there, if he's in Arizona, he's on Mountain Time.
no, he's in Tennessee.
He's on Eastern Time.
Oh my God! So it's 1 o'clock. I know the same time with us, just different. It's midnight there then,
Yeah,
not yours yet. So because you're on Central.
yeah. I'm at 11.
Hope get back to normal. People in the Philippines suffer a lot. Most people there, if cannot work, don't have money to buy food. True. It's like everyone is really affected by last minute lockdown. That was the outcry from small restaurants last week when the Philippine government has announced that they are going to put Manila on general community quarantine. That should be a lot looser quarantine classification, and the night of that, they changed it to modified enhanced community quarantine, which dine-ins, small restaurants are not allowed to open. And they have already stocked up for their reopening. So they lost a lot of money on that. So last minute changes really affects those small businesses that's been trying to, recoup what they have lost during lockdown. And here we go. It's like it has changed before they even implement it. So sometimes they just don't care, aren't they? So no fun. Are you writing our 10 commandments? Or is that your game? He's what?
It's my 5 commandments. You've got to come up with five.
Wow, it has to be half and half. Five for him, five for me. There's teamwork there. Mission Soso just took lunch and going to sleep now. See you all in a little while. See you, James. See you in the morning. Say, look what I did on ano. Look what I did for LDR tonight. Wait. That's what I come up with because that's what I'm going to post in the community. Where is that? Where is that? See, that's what I did. Our topic for tonight: the 10 Commandments of LDR.
I like that.
That's really cool. I'm excited on that. Howard already has his 10. I think he made that up right away after the show last Sunday.
I actually have 11.
Wow! Forrest, make it 10, okay? I
I'm making it five.
No, you make 10. You make 10, but you know.
I like number 3.
Thou shalt learn the phrase, yes, dear. That's a good one. It's always yes, dear, yes, dear, yes, dear. Happy wife, happy life. We should put that the very first. Happy wife, happy life.
Well,
Mike's like,
why can't happy couple happy life?
yeah, usually is here in the Philippines. I think that's just stateside. Is it? Happy wife, happy life over there?
Huh.
so, so.
You already know my opinion on the women here. You have to ask.
Okay, there's my 5.
Hala. No, you have to continue it. Put it on 10. Grabe. Number 1 is thou shall not have tampo. Thou shall not look at other people. Are you blind? You will still look. Hello, Eddie. 2:19 p.m. here. Hey, Grant. Not the basketball player. He's in Australia. So he's actually 2 hours ahead my time. So when we start our LDR, it's around 11 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock at night, his time in Australia because he's 2 hours ahead of Philippine time. So, see, Grant, you have your 10 commandments yet? I've got to ask. I hope I can get somebody on board tonight too. One of the Filipinas. So they can come up with their 10 commandments as well. No? Somebody's eating already. I wonder if they cooked dried fish today.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't? Yeah. I'll cook some.
Some kind of fish soup or something.
Oh, okay. That works too. So, Ten Commandments. Ten. I gotta download that. That way I will not
I,
forget.
are you going to start the show out with pipe organ playing church music for the Ten Commandments?
Why? What music is on? Might get copyrighted. YouTube might kick us out.
Oh, well, we can't do that.
Yeah. So he might kick us out. Yeah, so what are you doing there, bud? Of course, daddy is eating, so they want the food. But your computer works good. We can wrap this up. We
Yep,
get ready. Yep. So you can enter just fine. Just click on that link
good
and
deal.
you're good to go. You can join tonight. Well, you're always joining, but you sometimes you froze, sometimes you talk, sometimes Mike is moving but he's not really talking. What? Don't bark at me, Dida. But now it's the normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come here. Come here. Oh, I got my puppy here. Mm. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Oh, you're a cute puppy. Sige na, ikaw na. You want to go out? You ask daddy. No, teacher. I only need one love and respect. I'm really a teacher. Now I'm a teacher. I only need one love and respect. I like that one. But the Ten Commandments would be fun too. So,
Well, it may help some couples.
hmm especially to those who are new to LDR, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be a good reference. You're eating, you're making me hungry, you know that? He's eating in front of me. But we should wrap this up for tonight, right?
See you. See you tonight.
Okie dokie.
I might be a little late. I have to talk to her before I come on.
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
That's all right.
See.
Before you can say see you, you're ready. But thank you guys so much for joining me tonight on answering questions for travel updates, immigration updates, and whatnot. So thank you guys so much. I hope I was able to answer all the questions, the inquiry. I will see you tonight in our LDR discussion. That's 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Uh, Eastern Time, 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Pacific Time. So if you guys can join, you are very welcome. You don't need to be on LDR to join the show. Everybody is welcome. We'll have fun. And I will see you guys tonight. Please take care, stay safe, and God bless everyone. Bye.